Brilliant. So, Steph, I know you're a busy lady, so I'll tell you what, let's get started.
Oh, go for
it. Then we'll see what happens as you go along. So, Steph, tell the world what you do for a business.
So I actually have two businesses. I do obviously beauty treatments, but the business that is the main focus at the moment is the Black Country Beauty Academy. And we provide accredited training to beauty therapists, whether they're new or existing. And we can take you obviously from not knowing anything to knowing treatments and how to perform them. Or if you're an existing therapist, adding the newer treatments onto the new trends that come in.
Oh, wow.
And we also offer business advice in the beauty industry as well. So,
oh, fantastic. What kind of advice can someone do you offer?
So how to get started, basically, because everybody views the beauty industry as being quite easy. Not in that kind of way, but quite easy to get into, easy money. You know, if I just do this, I'm going to get this, and there's a whole boatload of behind the scenes work that you have to do to actually get your tribe and get your following and actually making your name. So we can offer, obviously, because myself, obviously, I own the company, but I've got tutors that work for me as well. And we're all actually still working therapists.
Oh, okay.
So we're still hands-on therapists. We've got the knowledge and the tools, and we've all built our own self-employed businesses up as well. So
fantastic. So I mean, I suppose when someone is starting a business, there's a lot of kind of health and safety issues which have to, you know, criteria. I mean, you see,
it's even down to basics, as in HMRC. They don't know where to start with HMRC. You know, designing logos, branding. It's literally everything. And obviously, with social media being so huge, it's knowing how to use that to your advantage. But so it's everything basically that we've learned and made mistakes over the years.
Well, if you don't make mistakes, how are you supposed to learn? I mean, come on.
Exactly. So it's everything that we've learned, and we're just kind of trying to put into practice, really. Fantastic. And help others, because we see daily like people putting out posts on the buy and sell pages, and they're basically not charging what they should be charging.
I've got a story about that, but I'll tell you a bit later on, because we have got hello Mandy, thanks for joining us, and Emily Britton.
That's me, mate, Emily.
Emily, what a cool name, Emily Britton.
I know, she's so fab. Hello, Emily.
I'm the boss, man. Where are you from? I'm from Britain, and my name's Emily Britton. So yeah, man, that's a good question.
She's from down south, and I was actually bigging you up to her a couple of weeks ago, because she's a fellow beauty business owner. So
yeah, you're supposed to say down south, not down south. Down south. Emily's actually asked a question, but Emily, we're going to come back to that question shortly, because what I want to know, Steph, is what inspired you to start the business then? I mean, you know, so obviously you're a therapist, but what inspired you to start the academy?
So teaching has kind of always been kind of in my blood. I used to teach aerobic classes for my sins.
Okay.
So beauty is kind of like it's kind of like my second kind of career, but I've actually fell in love with it over and over and over again. So, when you're a beautician, you want to go on a course. You have to go to like the big cities. You have to go to Birmingham. You have to go up to Manchester. There wasn't really anybody kind of local that could offer. So obviously you have to then take a whole day out, or you have to do an overnight stop, or things like that. So it was more, I wanted to pass my knowledge on to people, but I wanted it to be kind of local as well. Yeah. Hence why I'm a Stourbridge girl, born and bred, and I love the Black Country. So
you sounded just like a Stourbridge girl then when you said that.
I try and be posh.
There's nothing wrong with Stourbridge. I mean, I'm from Rowley.
Regis.
Hey, you got to say it properly. Don't get saying it fast. Rowley Regis.
Oh, darling.
Oh yes, but I was brought up in Oldbury, a place called Lion Farm, and I've always seen Stourbridge as being this kind of golden place where
I've got a tutor in Oldbury.
As you drive towards it, like there's this kind of sunlight that lights the background of the town, and beautiful and posh. And
and then there's me.
Is Lion Stourbridge?
No.
Anyway, as we move on,
It's not. What do you want?
Tell us about some of the challenges that you've had to overcome with the academy.
Oh, so the biggest one, as probably everybody said, is COVID. So basically, I kind of rebranded and really went with the academy in December 2019. So I was kind of trying to build momentum, and then March 20 happened and nothing happened.
Of course.
The beauty industry took a massive hit. The online training providers decided that they were going to decimate our business totally and offer out courses for like £20. Now, anybody that's an existing therapist that does an online course, I can kind of see it, because obviously you've already got the skill set and the knowledge there. But anybody new to the industry that does a £20 course is not valuing the industry at all. And it kind of then makes you wonder why they want to get into the industry. So COVID was massive for us, but I ploughed on. We went a bit quiet, but we ploughed on, and I did a few little bits and pieces, and I did actually do like a free beauty tips to everybody over the lockdown. So it wasn't just necessarily people who wanted to get into the industry, it was for everybody, even down to how to shape your eyebrows.
Okay. Why did you look at me when you said that?
Because there's nobody else in the room.
My eyebrows are all right. They're quite a bit bushy. In fact, one of my eyebrows, I'm actually losing hairs from it. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if I've been punched in my sleep or something.
Yeah, you must be rubbing yourself on the pillow.
Emily wants to know, she'd like to know your thoughts on the recent BBC Free programme about the beauty industry.
Oh,
Emily, she's a fire starter. She's like,
I love her, Emily. I love her, Emily.
She's pulled the pin out and gone, wee. She's got a popcorn now.
The fact that, there's training providers that are offering the aesthetics but haven't actually got the knowledge behind it to offer the aesthetic courses and doing them in like a day.
Is this like injectables?
Yeah, so this is the injectables. So we don't, as a training provider, we don't offer the injectables.
Right. Yeah.
So this is your next level. Now, I know you had Michelle on last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fair play to her, NHS background, went into it. And I do think with like non-medics as well, there are some fabulous non-medics.
Yeah.
But from a consumer point of view, for me, I wouldn't go to anybody that hasn't got a medical background for it.
Yeah. I think the nice thing about Michelle is she's kind of like, if what you're asking for is far too extreme for me or far too
she'll
far,
just say no. And I think
that
do you know what, she's got morals.
It's ethical, isn't it? Because the thing is, it's like when it's about money, you just do it, and no matter the result.
And that's what it is. People are seeing these one day, 2-day courses for like £1.50. Probably the cheapest I've seen is probably £1,000.
Yeah.
For something you're injecting someone's face.
I know. I mean,
so I do. It's got its place in the industry, but I do think, from a consumer point of view, always do your research.
I think maybe like pilots, they've got to have a certain amount of hours of experience.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Before they can kind of, say, yes, I can do this, because at least then they've gone through a process.
Yeah. I think that's with any beauty course, because obviously I've actually shared something this morning that I had an email from one of the online providers that states in the email that everyone will pass.
Oh. What was the course again?
You could choose 3 for £40. I mean, it sounded like an amazing deal. But
so what you're saying is I potentially could be a beauty therapist in a day.
Yes.
Little old me who doesn't know anything about
yeah. Whereas with our courses, we offer, we actually say that people have got to submit case studies, so we can assess their skills post like leaving us, really. So which a lot of companies don't tend to do. So
it's a real eye-opener, because I know that you did a post recently talking about this very thing as well. And I think you did a live on Instagram,
Yeah,
which was really good, really fun. Guys, you know, if you ain't following Steph on Facebook or Instagram, go and follow her. She's going to put all of her bits, all of her links
I'll pop them up
in the comments on underneath. So
we'll let Emily do it now.
she's doing some good lives right now. My favorite question. So basically, what's happening? My phone for some reason won't load this live. So I'm trying to kind of look at it on my phone, and it's just not having it. It's like, it's working now. Just because with the comments, they come in quicker on my phone than they do
anywhere else.
Yeah. So. But excellent. Oh, so no way you will pass regardless. So yes, she's on about that course. Emily's on about that course that you mentioned. So I could go on this course.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteed to pass.
Yeah. but the thing is as well, with an online course, you're not actually seeing anybody. So you could go on this morning, go and do all the modules and then pass. But you're not actually being assessed on your work.
And never actually touch a human being's face.
No.
So, hey, I'm going to charge you £80 for a facial.
Yeah.
Why have you got that sander out for? Hey. Chill out. Emily says you can't tag your pages. Don't tag them, put the link in. Get the URL.
Emily, I'll do it, sweetheart. I'll do it.
Oh, bless. It's so nice.
She's so good.
My favourite question.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this one.
Tell us one thing about you that not many people know about. Bum, bum, bum.
So I touched on my old fitness days, obviously. I actually used to teach pole dancing as a fitness class and was actually quite good. Not as good as certain people, but not as good as the high ones now. But pole dancing. Now, I was never a stripper.
I didn't say you were.
Disclaimer.
The thing is, you do see them, and God, they're
amazing
around, and their legs and their arms. And I've done a bit of pole dancing actually myself.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, you see, not many people know that. Yeah.
Were you in flares?
No, I was in Tenerife.
Oh, awesome! My favourite place.
I think my drink had been spiked. And I
You're going to go with that story.
Yeah, and I saw this pole, and apparently I was doing high kicks and all kinds of things. I don't actually remember though.
And if you got evidence.
So do you still? Obviously, because you're back, I imagine you don't do pole dancing anymore.
No, so I stopped probably about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I enjoy going to the gym, but obviously I haven't been able to do that. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
But no, I follow obviously the guy that I used to go to for lessons as well. He's amazing. So.
A guy?
Yeah, a guy.
Okay, so there's a guy teaching...
Sometimes you have no clue where to look. Yeah. That's a whole other story.
All right, then we'll move on. Right, any more comments coming? Oh my Gideon, you do know. Me and Steph had a meeting before, and all we did was actually laugh. It was just.
We did.
Yeah,
we got some good bits.
We got some good bits. I think it was like an hour and a half of laughing and 5 minutes. Right. Okay. So we'll keep it to beauty.
Yeah.
So there's a new qualified therapist in town. But ding ding, she or he is hot. They've done their training. They know their stuff.
Yeah.
What 3 bits of advice would you give them?
Definitely find what you're passionate about, because the beauty industry is huge. So the treatments obviously are, oh God, never ending really. So if you're passionate about nails, then niche into nails. If you're passionate about lashes, niche into lashes. You can be, I obviously do absolutely everything and anything, but I do think with our industry, if you haven't got the passion, it will show.
Yeah.
So yeah, know your worth. Don't just think that the money's going to come to you if you don't know your worth. If you're putting out treatments for £10, then you clearly not knowing your worth, because your products are costing £5.
Yeah.
So if you don't know that, then you don't know. So And my third one is kind of, people are going to say this is a bit, I don't know, with competition. Build your tribe of competition. Don't be against them, be with them, support them, because you're all doing exactly the same and there's enough clients to go around. So,
absolutely. And
I think if we all stand strong and we all have more or less the same values, then it's just going to make the industry a hell of a lot better.
So basically what you're advocating is therapist power.
Yes.
And it makes sense.
Because,
absolutely. It makes sense because alone you can only do so much. Together you can do so much more. And, you know, look, some people buy from some people because they like them. They like their hair, they like their values, like their manners. They might know them.
Yeah.
But there may be somebody else who's doing treatments that you don't offer. And it's about being able to say, yeah, check that lady up the road because she does that. And just be kind of, that's fine because I know you're going to come back to me. I remember I used to work for Yellow Pages. Sorry if anyone hates me, please. If you're throwing tomatoes at your cameras now, it's your camera that's getting ruined, not mine. No. I worked for Yellow Pages and I worked, I remember I went to the most remote places of the country, the countryside, where people like me were rare.
I can imagine.
Guys with no hair. Anyway, I remember I went to this one beauty salon and we were talking about referrals. And she actually said to me that none of her customers actually spoke about her business to their friends because they didn't want anybody else to know where they were getting their treatment and that. And within the little towns, they were quite because I think they think their mindset is, there's only a limited amount of people. But having worked for Groupon, sorry again, please don't throw any tomatoes at me.
There's
people will travel for the right treatments.
Yeah, definitely. And there's people that, like you say, people buy into people. So some of my clients will have waited for me for like, I haven't been able to work for 6 months basically. They've waited for me, you know, and I've given the option time and time again, if you need to go and use another therapist, please ask me because I'll give you a list.
I'm not going to be a diva about it. And the thing is,
go to anybody I don't know.
The reality is, and you know, my mum, who's a classic example, you know, she only has her hair done at certain places. You know, having worked for both of these companies, having walked into the dustiest hairdressers that you've ever walked into, with paper from the 1940s, the old-fashioned, you know, those hair things they put on it. These are like the original brown from 1952. Yeah, but they're still in business because of the quality of the service they're offering.
Yeah.
So I know you're right. Once you've got your tribe, once you can make a woman feel good about herself.
Exactly. It's about building the tribe. So if you're not, you know, I'll always say this to people, if you're more focused on what your competition are doing, you're not focused on your own business. So how the hell are you going to grow your own business?
Stay in your lane. Be aware. Be aware. Be nice,
aware.
But stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Steph, that's fantastic. Is there anything that the people watching can help you with right now?
Just more awareness of us. And if obviously we take on tutors as well, so if there's anybody that is a
if I do a 24-hour course, I can come and be a tutor.
Yeah, there is criteria.
Absolutely not. Good grief. The thought of kind of trying to make I couldn't even comb my kids' hair when they were young, you know. Beauty. Come on, man, you see me. Right.
So, yeah, it's just about growing the presence really around like the area growing. We also take on tutors. So
hey, my sister's joined us. Hey, Leanne, hope you're well, honey.
Hi,
Leanne. Emily says she's done all of your sharing. She now feels like your PA.
I'll tell her I'll send her something. Well, tell her she's there. I'll send you something nice in the post.
Emily, she did say she'd ask for your bank details. So something about 3 or 4 figures or something. I don't know if that includes a decimal place. It's
a cute thing.
Right. Stephanie Barnard, it's been an absolute pleasure. You are a credit to your industry. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing who you are and what you're about and your business with the Love Sales.
I think the cat's about to appear.
Hey, Kelly.
Issues, look.
Oh, look at that. We've got nature. And here we have the ancient domestic house cat.
Having a drink on the landing.
Fantastic. Right, we're going to go. Steph, thank you so much. We'll have a debrief on the other side.
Yep,
People, thank you for watching. Emily, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being the PA for Steph. Leanne, great to see you, honey. My little sister, Leanne is. Mandy, thank you for joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you later on. Or if anybody's here to the end, I'm doing I'm doing an afternoon tea takeover this afternoon at 2 p.m. So Karen Bourne, she's on holiday, feet up. She's asked me to look after a group. We're going to have an afternoon tea session. You can talk about anything that you want. But come and join me. If you want to know, just DM me, send me a ping message, whatever, and I'll send you the link. Right, we're out of here. We'll see you later.
Bye.